Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome, it's day 12 in our 12 days of tags for 2024. And today I've got something super special for you. I've got something called My Favourite Things. So you're going to create something in your favourite things. And I'm going to show you how I created this tag. This is so much fun. So you're going to start with your blank tag. No plans. I had no plans when I started it. And I looked around my craft room and I thought, what's something that's really one of my favourites? And I came up with this stamp set because I love stamping. So that's my first favourite. This stamp set, when I saw it, I thought, I absolutely have to have it. And do you know what? I've had it for years and I've never used it. So I'm going to use it today. I also bought a sewing machine because I thought I really need to do some stitching and I couldn't use my other sewing machine. So I bought a sewing machine just for this purpose, and have I used it? No. So that's one of my aims for this year, is to get my sewing machine out. But for now, we'll do with this stitching stamp. And what am I doing? I'm using one of my favourites, VersaFine Clair, and one of my favourite colours, Warm Breeze. And I'm just going to ink up around the edges of my tag. Look at that, isn't that fun? And because this is an oil-based ink, you can use it as a base for all sorts of other things. So let's just pick this stamp. Now, again, we're still using the same colour. And I'm going to pop this over there. Lovely. And then we're going to stitch it over there. Lovely. Right. So there's my favourite stamping thing done. Now, what else do I love? I actually love stenciling. So I'm going to create some background, still using my favourite blues. Got peacock feathers here. It's one of the first colours I ever bought. I bought peacock feathers, and what was the other one? It was the pink one. Can't quite remember. Where is it? Oh, picked raspberry, of course, because peacock feathers and picked raspberry make a purpley colour together. So that was absolutely my first. Right, got a bit of water on that. Make sure you got, oh yes, nice. Just going to make sure that I've got enough water on there because that's it. And I'm just going to run it over my tag there, and as I said, because it is an oil-based paint, it will take the water pretty well. So my favourite things, using colour in lots of different ways. So now I said stenciling. Are we dry here? Nearly. I said stenciling, so I went to my box of stencils. What's my favourite stencils? Came up with 3. This one, All and Create. It's called All Dotty. Oh my goodness, it comes in different sizes. I've got all the sizes. You can see how well loved it is here. And we're going to pop that down. Still using peacock feathers. I'm going to use one of my smoothies. I'm not sure this is dry enough, so I'm going to quickly dry it off. Right, that's nice and dry. That's much better. If I'd done it while it was wet, then the ink might have smudged a bit. Okay, so peacock feathers, we're back, and I'm going to use my smoothie. Use my smoothie there to create a lovely overall colour. There you go, with my dotty. That's one. Again, we're not overthinking this. I picked up a couple of my other favourite stencils. Look at this one. You'll have seen me use this before. This used to be a 12 by 12 in stencil. and I thought it was too big for most of the things that I did. So, and I do teach workshops in person, so I cut it into 4, and now 4 people can have as much joy with it all at the same time. So then I'm going to pop this one just over the whole thing, because who doesn't love circles? And then I'm going to take a firm favourite of mine, which is Blueprint Sketch. Again, with my smoothie, I've got enough ink on here, and I'm just going to go over the, because it's a different colour, it's going to show up. Look at that. Lovely. And then I'm actually going to go around the edge with this sponge. Just make sure there's not too much on it, just to give it a border. Whenever I'm giving something a border, I do like to go with a darker colour, because it does frame it, kind of brings the eye into the centre of the piece. And this again is another firm favourite of mine. I love doing a nice decent border around my work, because as I say, it just frames it, brings the eye to the centre of the piece. Just going to go around again because I want it to be nice. There we go. Nice and dark. Cool. Love it. Okay. I did pick up another stencil when I was in my stencil box, and here is this. It's hearts, because of course we love. So I'm going to put 3 little hearts on my piece, and I'll tell you why in a second. Oh, look at that. And I'm just going to create another one right at the top here. Oh, I love it. I love it. There we go. Because I have 3 children, and they are by far the greatest love of my life. So here we have that. I'm going to put it right at the bottom there in white so that it stands out. They certainly are my precious loves. But the glue doesn't want to. Oh my goodness, do you know what else I bought? This is a very precious piece of exciting thing. I bought one of these glue presses. Oh, look at it. Have you seen them? Oh my goodness. I should be using that. I might do that. Oops. So it's got this tiny little point at the end there. Can you see that? Tiny little point. And I don't know if you can see this on here. Look at that fine little line. And I just didn't have to press very hard at all. So this presses it. Oh my goodness. I'm super happy with this little toy. Oh. I only got it a few days ago, so it's still in the box, as you saw. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to pop this over here for my 3 precious loves of my life. And then, of course, what else do I love? And literally, this is how I created this tag. I just went around my workshop or my craft room, and I thought, what else do I love? And of course, you know that I love splatters. I love white splatters. So we are going to do that with my gorgeous trusty fan brush. So I am just going to put a tiny bit onto my mat. I don't know if this is going to splatter yet. No, I thought not. It's a bit thick. You can feel it, can't you, when it's too thick? Look at that. And we are going to create some lovely splatters. Do you know, it doesn't matter what colour splatter you put on. It's just changes the whole look at it. Look at that. I love it. Right, into my water. Oh my goodness, into one of my favourite water pots. Look, I bought these precious things. And they're on Etsy actually. And they've got these little grooves in the side of them so that they don't slip out your hand. Isn't that awesome? Who thought of these things? A clever person that is. So I'm going to let that to dry for a minute while I clean this up. And then I'm going to show you how I just used my favourite bit of wool for the tag. So, how easy was that? Don't overthink it and see what you come up with. Just what's your next favourite thing? What's your next favourite thing? And you stop when you're happy with it. So I'm going to let that dry. Little lighter than the other one, but I just love it. And here, this ball of wool I must have had for about 9 years at least. I found it in I don't know, a wool shop once, and I thought I have to have it. And it's lasted me a jolly long time, as you can see. And I just doubled the cord over, and there we have it. My favourite things. For my favourite crafty friends, thank you so much for watching this year. I cannot wait to see what you make. And I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.